Vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin, is not just a vitamin but also a steroid hormone. Here's how it functions as a steroid hormone. 1. Hormonal nature. Vitamin D is a fat soluble vitamin, but when synthesized or consumed, it undergoes conversion in the body to become its active hormonal form. The active form is calcitriol, 1,25-dihydroxyvitamin D3, which functions like a steroid hormone. 2. Synthesis process. It starts in the skin where 7-dehydrocholesterol, a cholesterol derivative, is converted to cholecalciferol, vitamin D3, under UVB light exposure. Cholecalciferol is then hydroxylated in the liver to form 25-hydroxyvitamin D3, calcidiol, the major circulating form. The final activation occurs in the kidneys, converting calcidiol to 1,25-dihydroxyvitamin D3, calcitriol. 3. Mechanism of action. Calcitriol, the active form, binds to the vitamin D receptor, VDR, a nuclear receptor that is part of the steroid hormone receptor family. The calcitriol VDR complex then binds to DNA and regulates the expression of various genes, influencing cellular functions like calcium absorption, bone health, immune response, and more. 4. Physiological roles. The primary role of calcitriol is to rate calcium and phosphorus levels in the blood, supporting bone mineralization and overall bone health. It also has effects on the immune system, inflammation regulation, and cellular growth, similar to other steroid hormones. Thus, while vitamin D is traditionally categorized as a vitamin due to dietary intake requirements, its function as a hormone places it in the broader class of steroid hormones due to its synthesis, mechanism, and effects on the body. Vitamin D, as a steroid hormone, shares common features with other steroid hormones such as estrogen, testosterone, cortisol, and aldosterone. These relationships include similar synthesis pathways, mechanisms of action, and interactions in physiological processes. 1. Common origin in cholesterol metabolism. All steroid hormones, including vitamin D, as calcitriol, are derived from cholesterol. This lipid molecule serves as the backbone for the synthesis of these hormones. In the case of vitamin D, the precursor 7-dehydrocholesterol is converted into cholecalciferol, vitamin D3, through exposure to UVB light, while other steroid hormones undergo enzymatic conversion from cholesterol directly in various endocrine glands, e.g., adrenal glands, gonads. Hammer 2. Nuclear receptor binding. Like other steroid hormones, vitamin D, as calcitriol, exerts its effects through binding to a nuclear receptor, the vitamin D receptor, VDR. Other steroid hormones like cortisol, estrogen, and testosterone also bind to specific nuclear receptors, e.g., glucocorticoid receptor, estrogen receptor. These hormone receptor complexes function as transcription factors, regulating the expression of target genes that affect various physiological processes. 3. Gene regulation and expression. The binding of the vitamin D receptor, VDR, to calcitriol influences the transcription of genes related to calcium and phosphate metabolism, immune modulation, and cellular proliferation. Similarly, steroid hormones like cortisol regulate genes involved in stress responses and metabolism, while estrogen and testosterone influence reproductive functions and tissue growth. This shared ability to modulate gene expression allows vitamin D and other steroid hormones to play critical roles in maintaining homeostasis in the body. Interplay with the endocrine system. Vitamin D interacts with other steroid hormones to help regulate various aspects of the endocrine system. Calcium and parathyroid hormone, PTH. Vitamin D helps maintain calcium balance, which is closely regulated alongside PTH, a hormone influencing bone metabolism. The balance of calcium also affects other steroid hormones, as calcium is crucial for signaling in cells where hormones like aldosterone play a role in fluid balance. Sex hormones. Vitamin D has been shown to influence the levels of sex hormones like estrogen and testosterone. For instance, adequate vitamin D levels are associated with better reproductive health, and it may positively impact conditions like polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS. Glucocorticoids, e.g., cortisol. Vitamin D also has a role in modulating immune responses, where cortisol, a stress hormone, is involved. Both can have anti-inflammatory effects, but vitamin D can counterbalance some of the immune suppressive effects of glucocorticoids, helping in conditions like autoimmune diseases. Hunter 5. Immune modulation. Vitamin D, cortisol, and other steroid hormones contribute to immune regulation. Vitamin D modulates both innate and adaptive immunity, while cortisol suppresses the immune response during stress. There is evidence suggesting that vitamin D may help regulate the immune balance influenced by other steroid hormones, playing a role in reducing inflammation and supporting immune homeostasis. Hammer 6, impact on bone health. Vitamin D's role in calcium absorption and bone mineralization complements the activities of other hormones like estrogen, which is crucial for maintaining bone density, especially in postmenopausal women. Estrogen deficiency, as seen in postmenopause, can lead to bone loss, but adequate vitamin D can mitigate some of this by promoting calcium absorption and bone remodeling. Similarly, testosterone also has anabolic effects on bone, and vitamin D supports this process, contributing to stronger skeletal health. Summary: vitamin D shares structural, functional, and regulatory similarities with other steroid hormones. It operates through nuclear receptors, interacts with genes in similar ways, and plays a crucial role in the broader endocrine system, influencing processes like immune function, bone health, and metabolism. Understanding these relationships highlights the integrative nature of hormonal regulation in the body, where vitamin D works in concert with other hormones to maintain overall health.